Welcome to the podcast. Today we have a special episode today. We're going to be having a music review today. Then the second segment, we're going to be having two segments in the podcast today. One segment is going to be a music review. Then we're doing an interview with somebody. So make sure after the review, you stay longer for an interview. This episode is going to be kind of really long today. Probably more than an hour long. I mean, this is a podcast, so typically an hour-long episodes are kind of normal. But you know what I'm saying. So, make sure you stay longer. Stay after the review if you want to support the show, support the interviews, and stuff like that. If you're on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, the regular episode will be posted with the review and the interview segment. Then we'll just have another thing uploaded on Spotify, Apple Podcasts. That is just the interview. Audio Mac users, you will just have the episode with the interview segment in it. So, yeah, this is the Trash or Fire Show where we take a look at all the biggest songs, the chart singles, the top charts, the biggest songs. What's coming up soon is another podcast show is coming called the Music Critic Vault. That's coming soon where we're going to be reviewing old music. We're talking about old music like Michael Jackson. We review music like in the Michael Jackson. Stuff like that, old music. We're talking 90s and all that stuff. So that's coming out soon. So, make sure you go support that show when it comes out. Anyways, I've been gone for a little bit, took a little break. And now we're back to get into the action. If you hear wind, birds, trees, because I'm outside right now reviewing. I'm outside. The interview section will not be hearing birds and stuff. I'll be kind of in an inside area, so we'll have more complaints like that. So yeah, let's get into this review. You saw the title, and today we are reviewing Pop Smoke. Now, before we start this review, I just want to say, rest in peace to Pop Smoke. I wish he was more around so we can see his kind of talent here. Sadly, Pop Smoke has passed away. Rest in peace. Great rapper, by the way. Sad to see him go so soon. Just let me get that out of the way. Any huge Pop Smoke fans, don't come at me with this. Don't come at me. Because I will tell you all about this review. It's going to be kind of negative, alright? This is a full album, okay? And I plan on reviewing the full album. This is one of the songs I heard from the album. I haven't listened to the full album yet, so this one review is not going to say my overall thoughts about the album. Remember that. So, let's get into this. I just listened to Pop Smoke featuring Lil Tjay, Swae, Genius. This is Trash or Fire. This is a review. Let's check it out. Let's start. Beat was pretty generic, and I don't know, didn't really fit Pop Smoke's flow at all. It's pretty awkward sounding, very poorly mixed beat, very sounded generic, very sounded underproduced. I don't know why. I mean, I'll explain what I'm really feeling later, but yeah. Pop Smoke's verse and hook just didn't sound right on here. The vocals were feeling like they took it from an old song, put on a generic drill beat. It didn't sound the best, and it was pretty boring, and the hook wasn't great either. What was this hook? You know what I'm saying? What was the hook on here? The hook was definitely boring. I ain't gonna lie, guys, I almost fell asleep. And Pop Smoke's verses does not feel like it's on here, you know what I'm saying? It just didn't feel it didn't really fit this drill beat, in my opinion. I mean, it just felt like the label or the producers just took an old Pop Smoke song and just put that verse and that hook on this kind of drill beat. I just didn't like it. It didn't really sound good. Lil Tjay, I don't know, just wasn't feeling the flow. It was decent, but it was boring. Verse was definitely boring. Swae didn't need to be on here, made the song drag out way too much. Again, that verse was it's just boring. The whole song to me was boring. And I like Pop Smoke's music, but this song just wasn't hitting for me. Maybe I should have chose a better song, but I didn't. I like the features on here, so I was like, it's gonna be a banger, but like not really. So overall, my overall thoughts about this: overall, not feeling it. Hopefully, the whole album isn't this. They just stack it like an old verse from Pop Smoke, put on some kind of beat you would never actually ride on, and put a whole bunch of features on it to make a complete song. Hopefully, the whole album isn't like this. That would kind of give me some X vibes. Yeah, that's the review. So overall, my score for the song, I'm gonna give it a 4 out of 10. I know it's a low score, but I'm not saying it's trash. I'm not saying it's horrible. It just isn't for me. It wasn't hidden for me. All right. 4 out of 10. So what'd you think about it? Did you love the song? Did you hate it? I don't know. Let me know what you think in the comments. If you're on some Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Audio Mac, wherever you're from listening to the podcast, make sure you hit that follow button. Thank you so much for listening, and let's get into the interview section, alright? So stay tuned. So we're going to be doing an interview with a special guest. So yeah, make sure you stay tuned. Rest in peace, Pop Smoke. Thank you for providing great content. And hopefully your album is going to be much harder than this. Alright. Don't go away yet. The next segment's going to be coming on is the interview section that I did. Alright. Here I go. Let's head over there right now. Sheesh.